Continuity of graphs. Page 157, and today we are in 21 October. Now, yesterday we talked about the three types of the graphs. We said we have continuous graph, continuous, right? We have three types: continuous, discrete, or neither. This is the first idea was. Now, the second idea, we talked about linear expressions, right? Or linear functions. We said a function can be linear. It can be written as y equal ax plus b. A, b, any numbers, but a cannot be 0, right? Now, we will continue in the idea of the linearity. Our idea here is if I give you a linear equation or function, if I give you any equation or function, you need to know if it's linear or not linear. Now, I will write for you like a table and to know the names of the functions. It's important for you. So in the table here, I will write for here highest degree. What's the meaning of highest degree? The highest power exponent, okay? And here, name of the function. If the highest degree is 0, the function we call it constant function. I will give you example now. If the highest degree is 1, the function we call it linear. If it's 2, quadratic. If it's 3, cubic. If it's 4, quartic. And if it's 5, quintic. Okay? Huh? Constant. One linear.
After one كلهم linear.
Exactly. Okay? Huh?
I thought that linear you write C, right?
No, I write L like this. Else. Huh? What? شو يعني no exponent؟ شو يعني؟ يعني الهايست degree قد ايه؟ طيب. Else. طيب. Let's take example for each one, okay? Now, for example 1, or if the constant or 0 degree, like f of x equal 5, no x. Here, what we say, the degree of the function is what? 0. Is what? 0. A function with degree 0 means this function equal a number only. This function equal a number. But linear, like f of x equal 5x plus 7. This is, we call it linear function. If you see the highest degree on x is what? 1, but we don't write the 1 here, right? So if you have no exponent, don't say the exponent 0 here. No, here is 0. Got it? I'm talking about the exponent on x, on the variable only. Quadratic like f of x equal 3x power 2 plus 5x plus 7. The highest degree on x is how much? 2. Here the exponent is 0, right? Here and here 2. If the highest degree is 2, what we call it? Cubic, like f of x equal 8x power 3 minus 5x plus 7. The highest degree is 3, so we call it cubic. Quartic, f of x, I'm talking about examples here only. For example, 3x power 4 minus 8. The highest degree, quartic. And the quintic, same idea, but with 5 degrees. Okay? Now, these are functions. But someone can ask me, what if the degree is more than 5? What we call it? And if we have degree 6, what we call it? At this case, we can call it a function of degree 6. Of 7, a function of degree 7, a function of degree 8, and go on. But the first 5, exactly the first 3, hello, the common names or the famous names, constant, linear, quadratic, cubic. These two, not useful or not used too much, okay? We don't use them too much, but keep it as your information. Fine. Now, yesterday, I think we did example 4. I will do example 4 again. Okay? What? 0 يعني معكيش ولا إشي. 1 يعني معك 1 ريال. يا ابني, do you have x here? What's the variable? Do you have x? So here, x is not exist. So here I can say 5x to the power 0. Got it? How much x power 0, by the way? Huh? X power 0 is how much? 1. Anything to the power 0 is what? 1. So here 5 means 5x power 0. طب x power 0 قد ايه? So 5 times 1, still 5. Got it? That's why we say constant function means the degree is what? 0. طب linear 1. ال1 ما نكتبها, يعني في x. بس 0 ما في x. فهمت؟ 1 في x. بس 2 في x power 2. 3 في x power 3 وفيش أعلى منها. Here I wrote what? The highest degree. Got it? طيب. Let's go to example 4. I'll repeat example 4 because yesterday I did it quickly at the end of the period. So I'll do example 4 with you. We are on page 160. Now, in example 4, the question said determine whether y equal. هلا y نفسها f of x. هذا حكيناه. يعني when I say y equal or f of x equal, it's the same. It's only a name for the function, okay? So whether y equal 4x power 2 minus 2x all power 2 plus 3x minus 5. 3x minus 5, right? Now yesterday, if you remember, once I wrote this one, you said it's not linear because you have power 2. I told you, no, you need to simplify. Where I can simplify, can I simplify 4x power 2? No. 4x power 2, ايش عملنا simplify it? But I can simplify the power part. Okay? So if you have power like this, you can distribute the power in what's inside it if you have multiply. So here 4x power 2 comes down minus 2 to the power 2, 4, x power 2, and these also you cannot simplify with them. Now here 4x power 2 minus 4x power 2, 0. Still what? 3x plus 5. After you finish, take a look to the biggest degree. What's the degree here? 1. If it's 1, it will be what? Linear function. If it's not 1, non-linear. Bas. Start. Let's do the check together and focus with the check, please. Before I do the check, look at the board. Before we do the check, please focus here at the board. Now we have something, we call it square root. Square root. What's the meaning of root in science? We call it square root, and we have cubic root, and we have fourth root, fifth root, and go on. Okay, but here we will talk about square root, and you can make a general idea for you. Now, square root, something like this. Okay, now how to find the square root of numbers? For example, if I want the square root of 9, this is a 3. Why? Because a 3 multiply 3 equal 9. If you multiply the answer with itself, gives what's inside the root. Okay. For example, square root of 36. Why? Because 6 times 6 equal 36. For example, square root of 100, 10. Why? فهمنا ليش؟ طب if I want the cubic root يعني 3. 3, how we know it's a cubic root or square root? This square root. If I want a cubic root, fourth root, fifth root, we write the degree, okay? But the square root, we don't write 2 because it's the first one, okay? The first root of the number and root صح؟ square root اللي هو degree كم؟ 2. Third, fourth, cubic, تمام؟ We have first root. First root of the number, it's the same number. Hello? So we don't use it. We started from square root, then cubic root, then fourth root, then fifth root, and go on. Okay? But if I don't write degree, means I'm talking about what? Square root. How about the cubic root? Cubic root of 8 is 2. Why? Because 2 times 2 times 2, 3 times equal what? Got it? Cubic root of 27 because 3 times 3 times 3 equal. So if it's a 3, the answer should be multiplied by itself how many times? 3 times. فهمنا? Let's do the check. Now, in the check, we will do the same idea. We will need to know if it's linear or no. After example 4, we have 3x power 2, 3 let y equal 3x power 2. Sorry, equal 17. لحظة. What? بقى خلص ماشي. اهدى. يلا 3x power 2 minus square root of 9 وجنبها x power 2, right? Minus y equal 17. طيب طلع هون سلطة صح؟ فتوش كله هيك ده y هون 17 هناك. But I want the function to be like this. Y equal. So I want y to be what? Alone. ديها لحالها. Y is the name of the function. Okay. So here, but if you look here, the Y is where? Here. طلع وين عازقينها هون. صح؟ How we'll do that? We will simplify this equation or this function. We will simplify it. First step, I can simplify square root of 9. Square root of 9, 3. ليش؟ لأنه 3 multiply 3 equal 9. Okay? What's this paper اللي شغليتك انت وياه؟ ايش هذا البيبر؟ كيف مثلا؟ هاي يعني ايش هذا؟ انجلش؟ حبيتها؟ ما تلعب فيها؟ هاي علي؟ How much square root is 81? Why? Divide 9 with 9 equal 18. So how much the cubic root is 125? Five equals 5 times 5 times 5 2 times is 5. 3x over 2 حكينا minus square root of 9x over 2 minus y equals 17. At this I cannot judge on it. I couldn't ما بعرفش. لازم اضبطه ارتبه. عرفت؟ So here 3x over 2 خليها شوي. Square root of 9 طبعا minus تنزل. Square root of 9 3 والx over 2 بتنزل. Minus y equal طيب 3x over 2 minus 3x over 2 still minus y equal صح؟ جيب النيجاتيف y هنا وجيب ال 17 هنا. شو بتصير y equal؟ نيجاتيف سوري. What؟ ال 9x over 2 الروت عليها كلها على x over 2. لا شوف الكتاب وين حاطط الروت؟ الروت على 9. لو كان بده اياها على الاكس بور 2 بتصير هيك 9 اكس بور 2 كلها تحت الروت. ما كان لا اوعى اوعى فهمت؟ لو هيك هذا شيء ثاني. This equal 9 3 3 absolute value of x. This you will take it later. اشتغل على قدك. طيب now y equal what؟ هيك طلع الفانكشن. انا عملت له simplify طلع معي هيك linear. نقلت النيجاتيف واي هنا ونقلت ال 17 هنا. لما بنقول شو بنغير؟ طيب او divide النيجاتيف 1 both sides. صح؟ صح. طيب what's this? What's the type of this function? Constant. The constant we can call it linear. Yeah, the constant function we can call it يعني I will back to the table. Okay عشان ما تخربط. Sorry. الكونستانت هذا لما يكون زيرو او نمبر we can call it also linear. خلاص؟ ليه؟ Because the graph of the constant is a line also like the linear function. Done? Later on we will graph. But if you have constant function you can call it linear function. So here what? يعني like if the degree is 0 and 1 افهموا علي. If the degree is 0 or 1 both we call them what? But the constant is a special name only for مين؟ للزيرو. بس هم الاثنين شو بنسميهم؟ linear. خلاص؟ عشان ما نخربط. طيب نيجي هون. إذا هذا شو التايب هذا له؟ linear ولا مش linear؟ linear. Example 5. Also same idea, linear or non-linear. We have y equal 3x power 3 minus x power 3 plus 3x plus 6. Can we simplify? We have like terms here, right? طلع هون. We have what? Like terms. Like terms have the same variable and same. We took that before, right? Now here x power 3 and here also x power 3. So we can subtract them. 3x power 3 minus 1x power 3. It will be, so y equal 2x power 3 plus 3x plus 6. Can I simplify more? Is it linear? مش انت يعني اللي قلت يا. No, قلت يا امريكي. ها؟ ها هو non-linear صح؟ شو بنكتب هون؟ not ايش؟ linear ولا non؟ شو كتبنا امبارح؟ نسيت انا. non-linear yes. هي يعني exactly هو non-linear. Non-linear. But now we have extra information that we know the name of it, which is cubic. You can, but in your homework, you just tell what? Non-linear. The table which I give for you, here, these for your information only. Okay? يعني بدي اياك تتعلمهم فقط، بس مش موجودين بالكتابة. Okay? So here you write what? Non-linear. Okay? طب we have check. After this example, let's do the check. What? What? Because here we have like terms. أخذنا like terms إحنا قبل. طيب وين أخذناه؟ Simplifying algebraic expression, right? تروح عليه بتدرسه. Simplifying algebraic expression. تروح عليه تعمل له revision. ماشي؟ ضروري. If we have like terms, we can combine them. We can add and subtract them, right? 3x power 3 minus 1 وبنكتبش ال 1. يعني حموت وانا احكي مش حنكتبش ال 1. 3x power 3 minus 1x power 3 كم؟ عرفت ليش؟ Goodbye. Now let's do the check. We have 4x. ركز شوي هنا. 4x minus 2 يا سلام y power 2 equal 3. رهيب هذا الكورس. I want y equal, right? I want بدي الواي لحالها انا. طيب وين الواي؟ طلع وين حاطين؟ مين؟ ستاند اب يلا عشان تحكي لي ايش الخطوات اللي عملها يلا. ها؟ حكي هياط بس. يلا ناو ال 4 اكس هذه بتلزمنا هون نقولها. النيجاتيف هذه بتلزمنا لا. البراكت لا. ال2 لا. الباور 2 لا. بدي مين انا؟ لحالها، تكون لحالها. اوكي. y equal. What's the variable here? The variable is x. مش حكيت لك انا؟ يلا. So here negative 2y all power 2 equal 3 minus what? في مشكلة؟ Sorry, the negative inside the. Right? Now here we have negative 1, right? We can get rid of this negative by dividing both sides with. So these are gone. Still 2y all power 2 equal 3 minus 4x over what? Now, if you divide the negative, you change the signs only. Yeah, 3 divided by negative 1, negative 3, and this negative divided by negative positive. So this will be, yes, negative 3. بتطلع منك يا اخوي انت. Negative 3 plus 4x. خلاص؟ Okay. ها؟ 2y all power 2 equal negative 3 plus 4x. في مشكلة لهون؟ نكمل على الصفحة الثانية. So we have 2y all power 2 equal negative 3 plus. لهون احنا وصلنا صح؟ طيب. Now distribute the power as I told you. 2 power 2 y power 2 equal negative 3 plus. I don't want this 4. I will divide on 4 both sides. Still y power 2 equal negative 3 plus 4x over.
Non-linear.
هو non-linear. None ولا square ولا quadratic ولا أي نوع حطيناه بالتيبل. والله شو يعني في fraction؟ يعني fraction يعني من وين جاي؟ 2 3 x باور 5. ايش المشكلة؟ هاي fraction coefficient وهاي باور كل شيء تمام. عندكم مشكلة مع الفراكشن. طيب now here أي باور؟ we distribute, we simplify, right? كيف راحت؟ ال2 أخذت 2 شو صارت؟ 4. طب والواي أخذت 2 هي معاه. ماشي. طيب now I want y, right? نركز شوي عشان أعطيك فورميلا هيك صغيرة ما أخذتهاش قبل هيك. ركز. if a power 2 equal b. ركز. if a power 2 equal b, then a equal plus minus square root of b. ترى احنا بنمزح بعدنا والله. طلع هون. طب عشان نفهم شو هذا. طب خلينا نفهم. مالكو ايش فيه؟ ترى فورميلا حلوه هاي. طيب انا بحكي لك ليش البلس معي. خليك معي. لو x بار 2 equal هاي equation for example. ركز. x بار 2 equal 9. I want the value of x which you make it power 2 and get the answer 9. And يعني 3 to the power 2 equals what? 9. ونيجاتيف 3 باور 2 equals what? كمان 9. right? مش امس حكينا النيجاتيف باور even or. طيب that's why if x power 2 equal 9, x will be plus أو minus square root of 9, which is the plus minus mean. يعني how many solution is it? Its solution it has 2 solutions. X can be 3 and x can be negative 3. Now, y equal, so here, y power 2 equal this, right? means y equal شوف شو y equal plus minus square root لهات كله negative 3 plus 4x over 4 وهذا اللي طلع معك بالتأكيد مش linear non linear لا أنا ما بدي تعمل هيك يعني أنا ممكن أجيب لك هذا الكويستشن وأنت حتطلع هون هيك وتقول نون لينير صح؟ شو بعمل أنا عاد؟ ما أحكي لك شغلة focus please now as I told you sorry this type see this type we will take it in details right and we said that we have whole module called a quadratic function or equation right now in the quadratic هذا in this module these here sorry here the roots plus minus this idea here we will take it also in details where done so don't worry I just want you to understand when the function is linear and when it is not linear but as a teacher I need to simplify it like يعني انا بامكاني اقول لك من اول خلص يا زلمه هي فورت انسى مش linear وروح بس يعني ما بقدر اعمل هيك اضحك عليك كلمتين صح done done ايش اللي 17 oh really good طيب now until now we know how the equations ركز until now we know how the equation or the function is linear or we said the equation can be linear if it has the highest exponent 1 can be written as y equal ax plus b or other forms مش مشكلة but at this case or now we will know if the question not giving you the equation if the question give you a table of values we will know that if this table represents linear function or no okay how we know طلع على البورد for example if I have this table x y 1 2 3 4 5 values right 1 with 9 2 with 14 3 with 19 now how I will know if this table represents linear or no اول اشي بروح بعمله طلع البورد افهم 14 minus 9 how much 5 19 minus 14 5 24 minus 19 29 minus 24 if you have the subtractions the same the differences are the same it will be what linear else non-linear ها what
هذه كوينتك
ليش كونتك
عشان النمبر اللي طلع فايف.
لا ابني هذا differences only subtraction هذاك باور هذاك باور ايش لا بدي subtraction انا لا I want subtraction يا ابني انا حر مش انا حر طيب now what we call these fives guys we call them first differences so if the first differences are all the same then we call it linear if it is not then it is not خلاص let's do yes يعني اطلع على التيبل قدامك باكزامبل 6 example 6 see example 6 يلا التايم هو اكس والهايت هو الواي خلاص الفيت طب طلع 28 minus 2 I'm on the height column okay 28 minus 2 26 46 minus 28 18 46 minus 28 how much 18 is it equal so طلع تحت طلع شو مكتوب تحت non-linear function اوكي اكتبها انت بالفراغ والانسر اطلع على example 7 خلي تشيك شوي روح على example 7 example 7 see it now 120 minus 60 180 minus 120 كلهم 60s فهذا linear صح طب اطلع على الاكس اللي هو التايم minute 5 to 10 10 to 15 15 to 20 so we have the same jumps right at this case we call it linear function طب if you don't know or you couldn't know or there are different what we do we graph it طلع التشيك هلا طلع التشيك check before example 7 ركز please in the check we have two tables okay I will start with the first table here x وايش y عندنا -5 -1 0 2 3 and what 7 and here the numbers -15 -3 0 6 9 21 right طيب here تطلع ال x values do they have the same jumps يعني from -4 to -1 4 from -1 to 0 1 do we have the same jump لا at this case to be sure that it is don't do the differences like this one because here the jumps of x is also +1 +1 +1 in example 7 +5 +5 +5 at this case we do the subtractions if the first differences are equal then yes if not then no right but here I need to graph it to know if it is linear or no let's graph and make a line between the points If the line is straight line, we call it linear. If it's not, then it is not. Okay? How we graph it? How we graph it? نعمل graph عادي. Okay? Let's graph it. Let's graph it. طبعا if you graph it by your copybook and here like this one here, okay, it will be more accurate than the board. Okay, so here I will try to graph it here, estimated. Okay, so -1, 0, 2, 3. This is -1, right? And this is -3 down. -1 with -3, something here, right? 0 with 0, something here, right? -5 here, and -15 should be here, right? Something here, some place. Do you understand? طيب 0 with 0 حكيناها, 2 with 6, this 2, this 6, somewhere here, right? 3 with 9.